just destruction of the true origins that are missing in history. Yeah, our true origins is not to be found, and all you have is religious history, as explained to you. You know what I'm saying? And you see that the religions, what they did is separated the people through wars and conflicts and race wars and all types of wars, people. And they managed to win. They always win because the religion ran all these races and people. Yeah, and all these colonies that they call countries and, you know, civilization. And as I explained to you, civil means slave. They only switched the word from slave to civil, but it's the same thing that they're doing. You know what I'm saying? And you got these niggas. They all live inside the big old box cube of religion. All the ancestors been destroyed. Have been destroyed back there in so-called Egypt, which means bondage. Then they changed now the name to Kemet, which is the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And you have these niggas running around talking about how proud, the pride they have in Kemet, and how the military in Kemet was so great. It was all just Egypt. It was just bondage system. That's why they need military, like they have today. You know what I'm saying? And this military is what is destroying the system itself. Of what? Where you have no free will. That's why they have military. Otherwise, there's no need for people to have no military of any kind in any country. You know what I'm saying? You think the ancestors were going around with military and all, making wars and all that? No, they were too busy enjoying their life, getting sun, growing fruits, building their own houses. You know what I'm saying? Thing that you can't do today. You know, you got military to keep you from doing all of that. So it's not something you should be proud because, Kemet history, military was a big thing in this. No, it doesn't mean nothing, man. Yeah, it just means slavery. They was all slaves in Kemet. The population was slaves, and they had police, and they had the military. And there was this draconic entity, because military don't exist without these entities. Yeah, it's all a system. It's a cube system of religion, and military is part of the cube. You know, I told you, the cube come with different cubes inside. Cube science, cube police, cube military, cube government, cube religions. Yeah, all of these cubes is what they call civilization. Okay, you have to break it all down to understand where you live, what this is. Yeah. And then you got these niggas talking about return to Africa concept. You know what that means? Just mean they doing the same thing that Moses was doing. Yeah. In so-called Exodus. Moving people back and forth from one continent to another. And then causing wars. You know, because you're not going to move somewhere and be welcome with all these religions going on. Yeah, there's racism, there's, you know, tyranny, and then you live in this system that, you know, the slaves, they have to fight for you know, for whatever is in the table, because they have no resources to build nothing or to do nothing freely. They're not free. Okay, the whole history is not about you being free or nothing. It's about tyranny. It's about you being a slave, a servant to this, primarily to the religion. They teach you how to be servant, obey your masters, and all that sermons that they gave you. Yeah, it's to prepare you to the servitude, because that's what this civilization, which means slave nation, is meant to be. That's why it's meant to be. This is why I told you all this color thing, all this country thing, all this flags thing. It's all voodoo. Big ass voodoo they have on you. as I explained to you last year. Yeah, and we're gonna move out from all of that. I'm just making like, summarizing everything nicely so that you know where you're standing. Yeah, because you're gonna still have these false prophets on YouTube trying to save their religion, trying to save the Yahweh entity, serpent, dragon. They explain to you that's what they worship, and they're trying to save him by continuing telling you that, by faith and belief you're gonna do it. Yeah, but you can see these leaders taking shots and everything, and despise their own book, they despise their own God and taking shots. They don't believe in nothing in this book. Yeah, that's why I don't respect them when they tell me, oh, you gotta believe my religion. No, you don't believe no nothing. You took the shot. You don't believe no God or nothing. You don't believe, man. Then they talk to you about return to it's all a political, religious agenda that they've been doing this, forever. Of reset, exodus, and taking people out and rebuilding. Yeah. That's what's happening. And why do you think you lost all your connection with your past, including your language, your tradition? Everything went to waste. And all you have today is what? Corporate language, corporate religion, corporate everything. Yeah, you have no ancestors no more. Your ancestors been deleted, as we have checked, and there's nothing on Google showing you your ancestors. The whole history is about religion and religious leaders and churches, and all goes back to Rome. Don't go back to your ancestors. Don't go back to the past of really what happened. Yeah, or nothing. It's all a game that they play in circles. Yeah, they give you the same systems that go around every decade or so, They have wars, and then they have resets, and then they have all the problems that they cause, and then they come with a solution. It's all the same thing all the time. Since I was born is what they're doing. So you already know that it's a lab rat center, that everybody is just nothing but dust to them. Yeah, you can't return to no land because you lost your connection from that to start with. Yeah, you lost your connection with your true origins. You lost your connection with the Creator and all that. And now you trust what? Science. Yeah, you trust science over the Most High. So he's serious now. And what else you have? You have these languages, the snake language they gave you.